Hello students, today I am going to continue with the chapter Transpiration for Standard 10. This is the fourth video, that means video number 4, chapter same, Transpiration, class Standard 10. Here it is, Transpiration, video number 4. Today's video we are going to discuss factors for transpiration, means what are the factors that influence the rate of transpiration, and adaptations for certain plants to reduce transpiration. These two things possible. There are factors for transpiration. When you talk about, there are two types of factors, external factor and internal factor. First of all, we pick up external factor. External factors are, first factor is light intensity. As light intensity increases, this is a follow up and note down please, stomata opens for CO2 needed for photosynthesis. In fact, stomata opens for photosynthesis. But in this opportunity, water vapor escapes. Hence, through open stoma, transpiration also increases. As light intensity increases, more and more stomata opens, guard cell bends, and transpiration rate automatically increases. This is directly proportional to light intensity. Temperature is actually affecting the rate of transpiration, because more temperature, more evaporation takes place. That you have seen in our common experience. Temperature increases evaporation, and since evaporation is a part of transpiration, because evaporation takes place from the cells and then slowly things are happening, therefore higher temperature increases transpiration rate also. More temperature, more evaporation. But one thing should be noted here. If the temperature goes beyond 40 degree and it's too hot, very high temperature, that has got reverse effect. Means the stomata gets closed and the activity of the stomata guard cells reduce. That is an extreme condition. But normally temperature increase, transpiration increase. Velocity of wind. If the wind velocity is better, transpiration is better. Directly proportional means velocity of wind more increases, transpiration increases. It is so because wind takes away. Why it is like this? It is so because wind takes away the water vapor from the around the leaves. It should be around the leaves. Takes away the water vapor around the leaves, from the leaves, not around the leaves. Around the leaves, creating more space for more water vapor to be escaped or released. As wind blows away, the way we cool down our tea, hot drinks, we blow air to it, so that water vapor is being removed and more water vapor may escape. Same way, velocity of wind increases the rate. Fourth factor is humidity. This factor is inversely proportional. That means if humidity is more, transpiration rate is less, and vice versa. When humidity is less, transpiration is more. Humidity is more, transpiration less. Actually, what happens? Humidity is the condition when it indicates the saturation condition of the atmosphere. If humidity is more, that means what? Air is saturated with water vapor already, so there is no space of new water molecules to be vaporized and go into the air. Therefore, the rate is reduced. Fifth point is carbon dioxide concentration. If generally carbon dioxide concentration does not increase normally in atmosphere, But in case if it increases from the normal value 0.03%, then it is having an adverse effect on it. Inversely proportional, carbon dioxide concentration above 0.03% creates an acidic effect on guard cells. Carbon dioxide is an acidic oxide, so it is mixing with the moisture, it has got some acidic effect on guard cell. And if that happens, the guard cell closes, stoma closes, transpiration rate comes down. Sixth and last point is atmospheric pressure. If atmospheric pressure is increasing, transpiration decreasing. It is inversely proportional to fall in pressure results in more space in the surrounding for water vapor to escape in the surrounding. If the pressure falls, that means air becomes lighter, molecules are away from each other and create more space in the air. That results in release of more water vapor. So atmospheric pressure is down, transpiration is more. Atmospheric pressure is high, transpiration is less. It is also inversely proportional. So this is the external factors of affecting transpiration. Next we go, there are internal factors. We rub it out first. Internal factors, number 2. First internal factor is water content of the leaf. It is very clearly understandable, if water content of the leaf is down, then automatically water molecules will not be available to escape in the form of vapor. So question does not arise. Water content of the leaves, if it is less, water content less in leaves, reduce transpiration. And vice versa. If water content less, then transpiration rate will come down. If water content more, then transpiration rate also will be more. A second point is also there, structure of leaves. Broad leaf, narrow leaf, increase the rate, narrow leaf just opposite, decrease it. Other than this, some other structures like loss of leaves, leaves modified to spine, also decrease. Transpiration. So these are the structural aspect that one leaf or one plant can have. If there are narrow leaves, then less surface area, broad leaves, more surface area, and so on. So these are the internal factors of a plant for the rate of transpiration. Next we go on to adaptations for certain plants to reduce transpiration. Certain plants live in a arid region, that means a dry region, they have adaptations to reduce transpiration. They are like this. Adaptation to reduce transpiration. Number one, sunken stomata. Example, Nerium. In case of Nerium, the stomata not only small, but it is present in a pocket of the lower epidermis of the cells. Suppose this is the lower epidermis, it creates a kind of a pocket. The stomata are like this, small stomata in a pocket, small stomata here. And not only that, this pocket is covered by hairs, small sunken stomata. This is the lower epidermis. In case of Nerium, this happens. So what happens? These hairs trap the water vapor that is released by the stomata, and that trapping increases the concentration of water vapor here. That means the stomata finds outside water vapor concentration very high, so humidity reduce transpiration. That way it works, reduce transpiration. Second point is fewer stomata. This is a simple generalization. Some leaves, some plants are having less number of stomata in the leaves. So less number of stomata, less transpiration. Some leaves have less stomata. Some leaves of plants have less stomata. That reduce the rate of transpiration. Number 3 is narrow leaves. Narrow leaves means surface area less. Example, Nerium again. The leaves are like this lanceolate type, very long but very narrow. Narrow leaves, surface area less, and less transpiration. Very simple that. Number 4, reduce exposed surface. Some leaves do what? They roll up or fold or close that surface through which the water is lost. Leaves of certain plants roll up, folded to reduce exposed surface. If exposed surface is less, then automatically transpiration also will be less. Again, when the rate of transpiration, the condition is improving, then they are unfolding, unrolling or something like that. And number 5 is loss of leaves. Loss of leaves or modified leaves. Example, cactus, where leaves not only lost, but the leaves are converted into spine. And when the leaves are converted into spine, in cactus, leaves converted into spine. So there is no leaf, that means no stomata, no loss of water. That is loss of leaves. Some plants simply drop their leaves to reduce transpiration. And lastly, thick cuticle. Though you have studied that cuticular transpiration is also there, then still the cuticular transpiration also and cuticle is hydrophobic. Cuticle always prevents water to pass through. Now, depending upon the thickness of the cuticle, the transpiration can be controlled. Some of the plants are cuticle is thin, so transpiration takes place. But in those plants who are living in arid region, they are having very thick leaves, and because of that their transpiration rate comes down. Example, thick cuticle. Cuticle prevents water loss. Sorry, thick cuticle, you should write thick cuticle prevents water loss. Example, banyan, people, rubber. If you have seen the rubber plant, you can understand, etc. These are the adaptations for certain plants who live in arid region, means water scarcity region. So keep up to this in this video. Next video we will conclude this chapter, transpiration.